From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, and former mortician's assistant. Beware, beware. That might not be a phone jingling in your pocket. Join the Nevermorians for morning mischief and madness at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Your sense of humor is the only thing you need to wear.
I thought I hit the button to unmute me. I was wrong. I did the opposite. Anyway, good morning. How the heck are you? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you're looking forward to a great Black Friday away from the maddening crowds at Best Buy. Anyway, it's the November 27th, 2020 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore with me, Brian K. Morris. And thank you for watching, whether you're here live interacting with us or just enjoying the post-show shenanigans later in the comfort of your own viewing space. Anyway, thank you for your kind attentions. We appreciate your being here. And if you're watching on Facebook, please, if you enjoy this video, give us a reaction, give us a like, or even a love. That helps us a lot. Or anything, like the video. Please like the video. And please like the venue you're watching on, whether it's Geek Insider or risingtide.pub on Facebook. And if you're watching us on YouTube, I'm still trying to get used to saying that. If you're part of our 400 plus subscribers, thank you very much for signing up. And if you like this video, again, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing, especially on YouTube. It helps us with our searchability, so more people can see all the cool people that you hang out with here on this show. And also, it's just really helpful all around in a lot of ways, and not just to soothe my bloated ego. But anyway, this show, as always, is brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics. You saw their spot at the start of two of their spots at the start of the show. When the look of your book matters to you, contact plasmafiregraphics.com and Jeffrey Hayes. He's a great guy. Also, this show is powered by geekinsider.com. Check them out, and there are a great variety of shows, as well as risingtide.pub for your choice of wonderful post-holiday reading. And in fact, we're going up on the holiday, and the Christmas season is starting. And don't forget, books make a lovely and thoughtful present. Anyway, let's get to your comments. We're already way behind. Thanks to those rascally kids at YouTube who get together before the show and they have their own show, which I love. I think it's fantastic. Rochelle Lester, mwah, saw you coming in. Hope you're having a great morning so far. Hope you're getting all the bargains online. And first one out of the gate is Sarah. Sarah, morning. Mwah. Yes, it is. Morning to you, darling. Glad to see you here. And I'm half asleep, so I don't know how coherent I'm going to be this morning, but I'll try. Hey, I never let that stop me. And Teresa Dunn, good morning to you. Mwah. Evidently coherent enough to text me. There we go. You're doing fine, Sarah, and much love to Teresa. See? And hey there, Teresa and Sarah from Carly Carlene. Good to see you. Don't forget Carly Carlene in her alter ego as Aunt Donna will be on the green room tonight with Uncle Carl and Green Room Ted. And we will discuss all manner of fall drawl and excitement, and it will be a lovely time. So if you're part of Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page, you can get in on that later today, tonight at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time. And if you're not part of Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page, evidently you have no sense of humor and you're easily offendable or are a spammer. If you're not any of those three, contact Uncle Carl Witzman or Aunt Donna, Carly Carlene, or myself, or anyone who's on that page, and we'll get you in and you can join the shenanigans. But you got to be funny, okay? Anyway, and hey, Carly says, Sarah, Carly Carlene says coherency is way overrated, just like sleep. Yeah. I keep hearing all the time, coherency is for the weak. And I haven't been coherent in a week. But anyway, Carly Carlene, and I just proved it. Coherency. Well, spelling is not the same. Anyway, Sarah mocks Carly with her laughter and says, I kept waking up and finally just stayed up. Now I'm ready for a nap already. Well, it's after Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a great one. Cookie and I had a terrific one. It was just the two of us. We contacted her parents, though, and touched base with a number of people during the day online. It was very safe. It was very fun. We ate like horses, and it was just a really good time. We had baby back ribs for once, and Cookie made a really sweet, spicy rub for those things, and ooh la la. And I helped make some homemade mac and cheese. I mean, the stuff out of the box is great, but you haven't lived till you've had real mac and cheese. Anyway, Sarah, good morning to you from Teresa Dunn, and good morning to you, Teresa. Carly, good morning from Teresa, and morning, Teresa, says Carly. And I do that a lot too, Sarah. Yeah, last night, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. Several times. I only woke up once last night, so the food coma helped. Sarah, it's crazy. I might face plant on my keyboard. Well, if you, pardon me, if you derp out on us, we'll understand. If suddenly there's this row of W's across the screen, we'll try to nudge it somehow, or we can treat you the way Dan gets treated on Stupid O'Clock, which will be tomorrow night at 10 p.m. or no, 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. or 10. God, you see what was I was talking about? Coherency. 10 p.m. Central Time, Stupid O'Clock on YouTube and on Facebook. Joe Dog has a wonderful show that you will love, seriously. And one of their members has fallen asleep, and they have tried everything to try to wake him up, and it hasn't worked. Anyway, Carly Carlene, yeah, that's my day too. Teresa Dunn says, I hope both of you had a good Thanksgiving. But Teresa twisted her ankle yesterday. Ow. And yeah, thanks, the same to you, Teresa. And ouch, says Sarah. But she was a trooper. She cooked anyway. Good for you. And no one ought to complain about being behind on comments, Brian. We're having a conversation. That's how we roll. The Dark Mistress has spoken. Yes, and I love it. Frankly, I love it. I really do. And, to come in, start the show, and I get that little number in the corner on StreamYard here, and I see that there's already 34 comments, and I realize I've already looked at a dozen of them. So I love this, and we are currently 15 minutes behind. We're like 5 minutes behind before the show started. This is great. Carl went to BK and got us breakfast goodies for both breakfast and lunch. Yum, sounds good. And that's right, Sarah, says Teresa Dunn. And tell Carl to make it a quick trip. And Carly mocks her with laughter, I say. And CJ Hall, happy Food Coma Day, Nevermore. And CJ Hall, Clyde, it is good to see you, brother. And I will reply to you later, all right? Maybe later, early this afternoon, but I will be replying to you. Anyway, hope you had a great, hope you in Virginia had a great Thanksgiving. It's good to have you here as always. And good morning, Brian and Nevermorians. Teresa Dunn from YouTube, where the picture and sound is better. And we got a good strong signal this morning. Look out, people. Oh, and we've also got cool people that have shown up. I see them on our alternate monitor here. And do you know it makes phone calls too? Anyway, Amy Hale, glad to see you here. Amy, mwah, hope you and the family had a great one. Ted Davies, I see you got a comment. We'll get to you soon. Craig Smith, as always, my man, I hope you are having a fantastic morning. Mark Lerner, much love to you and the family. Hope you guys had a great one. Willow Schuyler, mwah, so glad to see you. Check out Willow's Pillow Talk. She is a remarkable broadcaster and a darling lady. Rochelle Lester, mwah, said hello to you, I believe, but we're saying hello again. And Andy Davis. Andy, good to see you. I knew I had one more cool person on here to say hello to, and you were it. Andy Davis, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Each and every one of you, hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and mine's already better. And we got leftovers today. And, if it gets any better than this, I don't know how. Anyway, Carl Witzman joins us now from YouTube saying, whoa, I'm really behind the comments. Sorry I'm late. No, it's okay. You're worth waiting for. And Sarah said, that's right. Food coma. I didn't get together with my sis's family, but because of direct exposure to virus, but lots of food nonetheless. Well, that's one way to assuage the pain of not being with other people. And, this is going to be a rough holiday. We're coming up on Christmas, too. Thanksgiving, I think, was going to be practice for Christmas because we're not going to be through this by then. But we're going to get through it together, each and every one of us. So we're going to do it smart the way I keep telling you to. Anyway, we're going to stay smart. We're going to stay safe and wash our damn hands. Carl Westman says, hello, everyone. Good morning to you, Carl. Looking forward to the green room tonight. Sarah says, hey, Carl, I see you got back from BK in time for the show to start. Good, man. Way to time it. And our first Facebook comment comes from the one, the only Ted Davies Artistry on Facebook and YouTube and .com. Good to see you, Ted. Good morning. And he brought the covfefe. God bless you, young man, and all the sail within you. Hope you had a fantastic, Thanksgiving, you and Chrissy. And like I said, I agree with you completely. Ted sent me Ted is unfortunately in Michigan. Ted is in a lovely state that unfortunately sounds like it's going back to phase 1 for a couple weeks. Governor Whitmer, who, I guess she's tired of having to deal with COVID, so she's going to try to do away with it. It's not going to be fun for anyone, but just the same, it's going to be a trial, but we're going to get through it together, Nevermorians. That's what we do. That's what we do together. All right. And Carl says, oh, that was yesterday. We had BK for Thanksgiving this morning. We just had to cook our own breakfast. Oh, how you suffer so, Carl. I keep telling people, you don't have to have turkey. You don't have to have, the grand trimmings. I mean, when I lived alone, I had a couple Thanksgivings where, I made myself something a little fancy, but it wasn't like a turkey or anything, or, because I was really single at one point in time, almost alarmingly so, it just didn't make sense to cook like a large meal when it was just me. And my mom did the same thing, that we would get something just enough for us and just enough to say, yep, we had Thanksgiving. And that was it. But the thing is right now, it's a lot easier because we have things like Zoom. And rather than saying, well, we've got to talk to people, we can't talk to them unless it's on Zoom. Well, you know what? You got Zoom. Think of people 100 years ago with the Spanish flu outbreak who didn't have ways to communicate with loved ones. It was a rougher time then. We should be thankful that we've got this show. Nevermind the Furthermore was a totally different show 100 years ago. We did it with smoke signals. If it was a rainy day, I couldn't broadcast. So anyway, that's part of the legend of the show. Carl Westman, we don't really do holidays around this house. I understand that. Cookie and I more or less of the time, does she get a day off? That's the extent of our holiday celebration. But we recognize other people do find it special, and so we try to touch base with them to recognize their recognition of the specialness of the day. Anyway, Sarah says, gotcha, nothing wrong. Nice, nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. And is that McKayla's big TV on the YouTube thumbnail? Yes, it is. That was me and my 65-inch glory. It's okay to be envious, guys. And I just got somebody. Oh, okay. I just got a thing for Tracy Rosa. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. Anyway, my phone just went. And I thought, oh my God, is it like the end of the world again or something? What? Anyway, yes, that was me on McKayla's big TV, terrifying her family, but bringing comfort to McKayla. Anyway, Willow Schuyler, good morning, my fellow podcasters and creative content makers. Time for that first cup of coffee. I need that energy boost to deal with the hectic day that is upon me. Well, Willow, thank you for being here, darling. And as always, check out Willow's Pillow Talk. She's got a great page for it on Facebook. She's also got her own channel on YouTube. Please give that some love. And while you're at it, please go to Brian K. Morris, Rising Tide Publications page. Do a search for it on YouTube. And in fact, right now, that reminds me, let's do our every half hour, semi-annual, occasionally, checking on how many subscribers we've got. And we are up to 404 subscribers. We are so very grateful. Thank you very much. But we would love to hit, it would be cool to hit 500 before the end of the year, because we get some sort of perk, I think. As you go up in, not only does your searchability improve as you get more subscribers. Same thing with your Facebook pages, your Facebook business pages. The more people you get, the more recognized you get through the algorithms. Amazon works the same way. The more sales I get, the more discoverable I get, because it also links up to Google as well. All these guys it's a really incestuous relationship, which kind of makes me giggle. But anyway, pardon me. I should have said a better example. I still got that cough from that reaction to the flu shot a couple weeks ago. So, anyway, otherwise I'm feeling well. But anyway, check out Willow Schuyler. She is an amazing, amazing interviewer. So much fun. I popped in on her show last Friday night, just in time for her to say some sweet things about me. And I meant to thank you for that, Willow. I was really touched, and not in that pointing at a teddy bear sort of way. In fact, we don't point at teddy bears. We have something better. You can touch the bad man back. Anyway, it was very kind of you to say those really lovely things about me, Willow, and it's returned. Seriously, you are an amazing broadcaster. You're fantastic at what you do. I love watching and listening to you. You are a darling, and thank you for being here. And Sarah thinks so, Carl. And good morning, Willow. I need an IV drip of caffeine. Well, I just poured this just before the show, and I'm already halfway through it. Notice my new coffee cup. I have a brand new coffee cup, and this is going to be a regular feature of the show here. And I'll show you Wednesday why. But if you sign up for my free newsletter, Brian, you are so subtle. How do you do it? Anyway, if you look across the bottom of your screen, you'll see an address. If you haven't signed up for it already, please sign up for my free monthly newsletter. We're going to try to make this one a bit specialer than more normal, because it's going to be the December issue. We'll have a special video that is that only the subscribers will see. And also we'll be doing some promotion, looking back at 2020, and almost definitely looking forward, because we are already planning stuff for 2020. And excuse me, we'll have some news in there. We'll have some secret links. Just got a secret link the other day, a new obsession that is so very cool. I love it to death already. It was so much fun, and I think you'll enjoy it too. Plus an inspirational quote that we've already selected. We've got all kinds of good stuff coming up this issue, so please check for it in your mailbox. If you haven't signed up for it already, please check out that link, or go to risingtide.pub, and you can sign up for it there. Or if you have Facebook Messenger, and I'm sure most of you do, because that's what the cool kids have, and you're the cool kids, send me a direct message with your email address. I promise I do not give it out. You will get no spam because of me. I promise you that. All right. And we will be sending that out on December 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So you'll find out what the latest news, and we have news, and also we'll be revealing that news at the same time on our Patreon page. And we are at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. So all one word, all lowercase. So please, there are other ways. If you approve of our mission here, there are many ways you can support it, and we do appreciate it, and everything is gratefully acknowledged. Because you didn't have to do it, but we appreciate your appreciation. We really do. And someone else we appreciate here is the one, the only Christian Basil of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Hey, look what I found. I'm part of the legend too. Arise, Friday leftovers, Morris monsters. Arise from your dreaded hangover of the foul Mesons. Arise and not so loud, damn it, after alter thou belt buckle of shame as you suffer your penance. And Brian is muted. No, Brian caught it soon enough. I think Uncle Carl set the record for being muted. I've got to say that's a record I'm not trying to break. I heard the heater go on in the other room. I'm like, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's normal. It's okay. Anyway, he pulled a Carl. Carl, you are still the king of the mutes. I'm proud to say. Thank God it isn't me. I've noticed Carl has stopped teasing me about muting myself as much as that time. How long was it? About 5 minutes? You and Donna were muted. I think it was a good long time. I don't think any of my mutes have lasted more than a minute. So I caught it. I'm getting good. I caught it. Oh, it's here. And Christian continues of gluttony, and for God's sakes, keep the noise down. That's right. Hey, I didn't have any alcohol this weekend. Of course, Cookie's still having leg troubles, and we're going to get her into the doctor today. She's been taking Tylenol, and Tylenol you can't have with alcohol because it shuts down your kidneys. I found this out 30 years ago. Not in that. There's a life-affirming way to do it. This is the opposite of that. But anyway, so we've been good. We've been teetotaling ever since. But the second she's off that stuff, I am drinking. Anyway, I want to say hello to Sarah Hunt. Mwah, Sarah, how are you? I haven't talked to you in so long. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. So good to see you. And Sarah mocks someone with her laughter. I think it's Christian. It could be any one of us. But anyway, we love you, Sarah. Mwah, love the out of you. And Mark Leonard, good morning from the prairie. Good morning, Professor Leonard. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family and you had a fantastic holiday. And same to Grant Lankard. Good to see you, my friend. All right, folks, the holiday's over. It's time for more plugging. Assume the position. That's right. By God, don't wait for McKayla to get here. Let's get the power strips out. And everybody, if you want to start promoting yourself, put in your links. We will read them. And remember, here's why you want to help promote the show. It's not for me. My main jam is writing. I just kind of stumbled into this. But I'm glad everyone likes it, and I do too. But the thing is, you guys and gals, I'm still assembling. I've got about 3 months worth of statistics, and here's some interesting statistics. And this, you might want to keep this in mind if you want to sponsor an episode. And we're picking up more people that are interested in sponsoring, so get your requests in fast. And it's very reasonable. You can sponsor an episode. We'll talk real nice about you. Now, here's the nice thing: all of our shows go up in viewership. This show, if my stats are good, I haven't really sat down with a calculator yet, but it's actually, some shows will show within a 24-hour period, usually about a 10 to 25% increase in viewership. That means people see your message. And probably, and in some shows like Clever Title Pending, they some of our shows have actually doubled within a week. And our numbers are not too bad. on that show. I see people who I think have higher profiles on here, but I get a lot of views after, that we've got a lot of people that are subscribing to Rising Tide. So please, again, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, because again, that helps us and it makes us more viewable, which means when you promote yourself, more people will see your message. And these shows are evergreen. I have not taken any of them down for any reason. And so when your message gets on this show, it stays on this show. So just consider that when you're promoting, okay? And like I said, we're pretty reasonable, and we're forever. We're not like a Facebook ad, which can vanish after a week. We are evergreen. All right. So anyway, Grant, ladies and gentlemen, beginning of the promotion. Start plugging yourself. How many times have you been told to go plug yourself? Anyway, Sarah sends her love to Christian and morning, Nevermorians. Good morning, Christian. Mwah. See, I found one of my Christmas ornaments the other day when I was unpacking a box, and I thought I need to put that up there because it'll keep Patrick company. He'll have someplace to hang out. Anyway, Sarah is getting some love from Christian. And good morning, Orko. Mwah, TL Shively, my evil Lynn. How the heck are you, darling? That is the lovely TL Shively, who's got a book coming out Saturday, December 5th. Let me begin plugging Lynn here, and don't take that any more than it is. Anyway, TL Shively has a new book coming out, and Saturday, December 5th, she is going to have an on-air book launch, and I will be a part of it from 5 p.m. to 5:30, and I'm really excited, looking forward to that. We are going to have a party. It is going to be a lot of fun. And also want to say, just noticed some new people showed up. Martin Piero. Martin, always a pleasure to have you here. Start promoting yourself, brother. And Cameron Christopher Payne. Cameron, pleasure to have you back. Hope you are doing well. Hope your Thanksgiving went well, or your Thursday. If it's just Thursday, I hope it went well. Anyway, this week from tomorrow, TL Shively is going to have a brand new book out. I'm so excited for her. My evil Lynn is going places. And anyway, next week's going to be a pretty packed broadcast week for me. Now we're going to do the regular Nevermind the Furthermores. No special editions like we had yesterday. No cancellations like we had Wednesday. We're going to be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central Time as usual. And we're going to have the Tuesday night Clever Title Pending at 8 p.m. as usual. But we're going to have an unusual guest. I'm not saying he's unusual, but we got some real class here. John C. Bruning, if you're not familiar with him, he is a very, very big name in the field of new pulp writing. You've seen people like Charles F. Milhouse on our shows, as well as Bobby Nash and Jim Beard. Well, John C. Bruning and Jim Beard have a publishing concern called Flinch Books. So if you're interested in self-publishing, if you're interested in maybe turning your self-publishing into publishing others, or just how to get your work out there so that other people can publish you. He's a hybrid author. So please come check him out. He is a fantastic guy, and I think you'll love him. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Then Wednesday night at 8 p.m., Charles F. Millhouse and various other guests will be getting together. We're going to have a launch party for Pulp Reality #1, which, excuse me, at the time we scheduled it, it was going to be out the day before, but due to popular demand, Pulp Reality is out already and doing well, I hope. But anyway, yeah, we've got that happening at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Special Clever Title Pending with Pulp Reality and many of the contributors to it. So if you contributed to it and Charles F. Millhouse hasn't reached out to you, contact him. I don't know how many people we're going to have, but we're going to make this like a group discussion. We're going to have some fun. And then Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern, the Demon Nation is getting together. Phil Locklear, who's been a guest on Clever Title Pending, great broadcaster, even better human being. He has got some huge news for 2021, and hopefully it's good news because we can sure as hell use it. And also, don't forget Clever Title Pending on December 8th. Ted Davies will be on. And looking forward to seeing Ted back on the show. It'll be a lot of fun. And there he is, the one and only Tracy Rosa. Tracy, good morning to you. Hope you and the family had a great Thanksgiving. Great Friday after Turkey Day, Brian and Cookie. It is official. Mole Hunter Reign of Olympus is now available on Amazon in both paperback and ebook form. Please check that out. That is a fantastic new series, spin-off of his Michael McGuire mystery series, and you're going to dig it. It's espionage. It is fun. It is a good book. Check out Tracy Rosa there. All right. And hey, kids, from Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube, check that channel out. Let's get this guy some subscribers here. He needs the love. Poor man. He's going on lockdown pretty soon. Governor Whitmer said, I can't have Ted Davies roaming about unfettered. We got to fetter that guy. But anyway, and Christian Basil suddenly starts paying attention. Anyway, So anyway, please subscribe to Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube and also teddavies.com, Ted Davies Artistry on the Book of Faces. He's everywhere. Be everywhere with him. Christian Basil says, morning, my dark mistress commendeth thee. Ho, 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 ho. That's right. She's everyone's dark mistress. We love her so. And we just shot past a whole bunch of your comments. I hate that StreamYard. I wish they'd fix it. Oh, by the way, folks, if you are in any way interested in broadcasting, or if you are looking to get your feet wet and you want to take advantage of some of the pro level broadcasting features, like more people in the room, more bells and whistles, more improvements, go to StreamYard.com. They are currently and right now only running a never to be repeated offer where for $10 a month you can get some of the extra perks that you don't normally get with the free account on StreamYard. StreamYard free is incredibly robust. And if I weren't part of the Geek Insider Network, I would probably be paying for the extra stuff. It is worth it as a broadcaster. Plus, I noticed they removed, it looks like, I'm going to be testing this weekend, but it looks like they removed the limit on videos. Up till now, we've had an issue with some of the videos for our advertisers in that the StreamYard would only let us load videos that were under 100 meg and under 5 minutes in length. But it looks like they're removing that limitation from the pro levels, at least. So anyway, exciting news. So if you're halfway interested in joining this incredible brother and sistership of online broadcasters, please consider StreamYard as a good way to get your feet wet, okay? And Bill Sarton, saw you sneak in there, brother. Glad to have you here. Hope your Thanksgiving went well. And Philip Thompson, good morning, Brian. Did you get my email? I haven't checked my email this morning, Philip, so I don't know that I did or not. But anyway, glad to see you. And Ted, says Sarah. Hey, Sarah, says Ted Davies Artistry. Hey, Ted, man, says Christian Basil. Ted, man, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And there is non-green room Ted, says Carl Witzman. See you tonight? Yes, indeed. And Sarah says, morning, my altar boy, to Christian Basil. He's been a bad boy. He needs a spanking, and he's got a lot to confess. I'm sure he does. Anyway, somebody who we love also is author Kathy Jackson. Mwah! Written on his heart, the prequels written on her heart and written on Santa Stein's heart, written on everyone's heart, but Kathy Jackson's written on my heart. I love you, Kathy. Hope you and Matthew and the family had a great Thanksgiving. Good to see you here. Check out the work of Kathy Jackson on Amazon, all right? And good morning to you, darling. Mwah! And Christian is blushing. And it reminds me of the old quote from Mark Twain, that man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. And did I see Christian Basil sneak in, says Carl Witzman, and Christian Basil himself, Christian Basil, says, you did. Willow Schuyler says, Sarah, Starbucks is still working on the IV drip coffee. We are also working on an inhaler too. Oh yeah, I want one of those, like, you could put in like a mister, like the essential oils or something, just have the place smell like, oh damn, that would be good, smell like coffee all day. Holy cats. Willow, I'll share the trademark, I'll share the patent with you. I think we're onto something. And no politics in the green room, just FYI for anyone who wants to join us. Well, you know, it's funny, Sarah. I think in all the time I've been there, in the green room. I think I've only seen overt politics one time, and that person has been expunged. So, she was like the antithesis of the perfect green room denizen, in that she seemed to have no sense of humor. I don't mind talking smack about her. She was insulting me. Uh, she had no sense of humor that I could discern. And all she talked about when I was in the room was politics, and I hate to say it, but it's a much better environment now. Okay, we'll put it that way. And sounds good to me. Well, share, please share with Sarah. And you ate like what? Oh, horses. Oh, back to the show, said Christian Basil. Yeah, I ate like one. Not that I ate one. So anyway, we'll go into that later, much later. That'll be the after hours show. That won't happen. Anyway, Carl Witzman says, waves a dark pontifical blessing towards Christian. That's true. Carl Witzman is the dark pope of the unholy church of the rising tide, which is a wonderful tax dodge. I mean, help benefit to the community. Yeah, that's it. And Christian Basil says, bows to the dark pope, courtesy. Very good, young acolyte. And yes, Carl, prepare to treat Ted to Green Room Ted tonight. That's right. And it's the one place where you'll see me broadcasting without a fez. If you wonder what the top of my head looks like, and you have sunglasses, you'll know. And Charles F. Millhouse, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Charles. Hope you and Marianne, the family, had a fantastic dinner yesterday. It sure looked good online. You're one of the few people that I actually look forward to seeing your food shots. It's like, I had a hamburger, click. It's like, yippee. But Charles is an actual cook. He's a chef, and he cooks for young ladies. And please tell the ladies I love them back. Anyway, Charles was posting some dinner rolls yesterday. Like, holy cats, that looks great. Oh my God. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see. It was good seeing your post yesterday. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you all did. And nice, Ted, says Sarah. Carl Witzman says, excellent rubs hands together. And Grant Lankard is approaching 150 likes for his Facebook page. Excellent. Grant put a link into that Facebook page. And please, everybody encourage Grant. I've seen pages of his upcoming Beowulf graphic novel. Holy cow. It is good looking stuff. This man's crazy talented. He really is. And he's got a Kickstarter he's going to do this spring. Please keep an eye on Grant's page, and please stay tuned to this channel, because we're going to help him promote that, because he deserves it. And Willow Schuyler says, I might join in on the green room discussion tonight. Hopefully my father-in-law is gone home by then. Well, I'm thinking if you turn up the volume on the green room, you can get him to leave early, is my thought. Just saying. Anyway, Willow, I'd love to see you there, because you are a joy, darling. And Clyde Hall, CJ Hall says, a.k.a. Clyde, fills another pontifical blessing balloon for Carl. It's Kraken-filled. Hello, Ted Davies. Anoint me with the Kraken. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for my baptism of Kraken. Oh, man. And there he is, the one, the only Lou Motion. I defied the odds, went to a friend's place, and had a blast. Lou, I'm glad to hear that. I hope you guys were as safe as can be. Glad you had it sounds like you had a good Thanksgiving, Lou, and I'm really glad to see that. Thank you, Lou, for being here. Lou is a very, very talented writer. He is regularly on, let me find one here. If you go to, this is a good cover. It's got a girl on it. Anyway, Creeps Magazine comes out every other month from Warren Publishing. I've got to hit these guys up and get some scripts into them. Anyway, Creeps is a fantastic horror comic. Comes out every other month. Your local comic shop can get it too. Don't forget them. It's also at Barnes & Noble. Really, really good stories. And Lou is a regular contributor. I'm very proud of the boy. He's doing good. Anyway, glad you're here, Lou. Glad you had a good time, man. It's good to hear from you. And Christian Basil, I want my dark mistress to be COVID-free. I want us all to be COVID-free. I want to be standing above the wreckage as all the idiots are coughing their lungs out. I have zero sympathy for anyone who showed up yesterday at the super spreader. I mean the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade without a mask. And I was reading an article, in fact, from CNN Business. Let's see if I can put a link in here. Let's see. That's going to come up soon, I think. Nope. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's get that out of there. Just me. There we go. Yeah, this is something I don't do very often. So let's see here. There we go. There it is. It's late in the day. Oh yeah. And let's see. Yeah, I think I took it down. Anyway, I think I took it down. Oh no, I didn't. It's from CNN. There we go. Let's go back to here. I need to produce this show so bad. Anyway, it's an article from CNN. Let's bring them into the screen here if we can. All right. There we go. And add to stream. There we go. And there it is. Yes. And let me hide your comment here, Christian. Black Friday. This is CNN Business Before the Bell. Black Friday is different this year, but all is not lost for retailers. It talks about how I think it's a pretty interesting article about how Black Friday looks different than the ones that have gone before it. But right now, nearly 51% of shoppers feel anxious about shopping in stores during the holidays. And 64% of their budget is expected to be spent online, according to a survey from Del Monte published last month. And it talks about how Black Friday started early this year, and some places are encouraging curbside pickup, which is proving more popular, and also free shipping is being offered more often. Best Buy is still opening their doors at 5 a.m. while mandating that shoppers wear face masks. Walmart customers will be instructed to form single file lines at the entrance and will receive sanitized shopping carts. Our local is very good about that. And but it also points out that Thanksgiving marked the 24th consecutive day that the United States has reported more than 100,000 new coronavirus cases. The number of COVID-19 patients in the U.S. hospitals hit a record for the 17th straight day, with many medical centers warning that they are near capacity. Despite the pandemic, the National Retail Foundation has forecast that holiday sales during November and December will increase between 3.6 and 5.2% over 2019, totaling between $755.3 billion and $776.7 billion. Anyway, that article is on CNN Business. If you want to check that out, it is was posted today. So anyway, that's me practicing with that new feature. So anyway, let's get rid of that. There we go. And it gives me a bigger screen. I'm happy. Anyway, Ted Davies Artistry says hello. Hello, Ted. How are you? Anyway, Ted has got some really cool stuff. Check out his latest podcast on Anchor FM, I believe it is. Anchor.fm, excuse me, talking about turning grief into gratitude. And for a number of us who have lost loved ones during the holidays, it can really sour the celebrations for you. So Ted Davies hits on some really great points. Check out his really wonderful podcast, and please subscribe to Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube. Now, Charles F. Millhouse says, find my Black Friday sale currently going on. 25% off selected titles. Check out www.stormgatepress.com for details. Definitely check it out. Check out the work of Charles F. Millhouse. He is awesome. And Carlene says, laughs at Sarah. No, Sarah, that's what we had yesterday for Thanksgiving. And same for my Christian. There we go. And Grant Lankard says, I forgot my Facebook page address. I'll get you trained in this, Grant. Trust me. You'll become a promotion whore just like me. Please go to facebook.com/Monarch Publishing Beowulf. Check out that page. It is, and he has samples up there. It's good looking stuff. And if you sign up for his newsletter, his free newsletter, he will send you I think it's a 20-page comic featuring his work, and it's free. So check it out. Get on his mailing list. And great, Willow, says Carl Witzman. We agree. And now that Thanksgiving is over, says Teresa Dunn, here is something to be thankful for. My book, Poetry Expressions, and Poetry Expressions 2, both would make great Christmas presents for a loved one or for a friend who could become your loved one if you send them this. Check them both out on Amazon.com under the name Teresa D. done. That's her. And the second one, Poetry Expressions 2, is her self-published book. So please check it out. She did a great job on that. And thanks, Clyde, says Carl Witzman. Indeed. And I think tonight's green room will be powered by Kraken on my end. I may have to drink mine in secret. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get Cookie in there tonight. Let's see what happens. I sent Clyde Hall from Stormgate Press my web comic, and he liked it, and hope you like it as well. Clyde Hall will tell you. Well, I'm sure I will. I do like your work, Philip Thompson. I think you should be encouraged. And yes, Clyde Hall is in a brand new publication from Stormgate Press that you should check out. It's just been recently released as I try to vamp until I can get everything set up for it. I need a producer in-house, I'm telling you. Anyway, I need an intern. Anyway, folks, if you're wondering what Clyde Hall is doing at Charles F. Millhouse's Stormgate Press and what I'm doing there, check this out.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on days gone by with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com.
And if you want some really good entertainment, you pick up that book. It is going to be awesome. I haven't gotten my copies yet. I'm going to get that on December 12th when Charles and I, along with artist Candace Comaleri, will be doing a live signing in Kokomo, Indiana at on Geek Street in downtown Kokomo. It's going to be a fantastic time. The three of us will look forward to seeing you all there, and we'll have copies of Pulp Reality. You get signed by 3 of us at one time. How does that sound, huh? And also, don't forget the official release for the officially released book this Wednesday, December 2nd, with Charles F. Millhouse and myself and a whole bunch of our co-creators on that. It is going to be cool. And check it out, please. And also, if you like the video that you just saw, that's from Plasma Fire Graphics too. Go to Plasma Fire Graphics on Facebook or plasmafiregraphics.com when the look of your book and its trailers matter to you. Let's get back to your comments here. Carl Witzman from YouTube says, I am still waiting for my carrier pigeon from the old Nevermind the Furthermore show. Yeah, that's the problem. And the thing is, I don't think it's any problem on my end. Maybe you can help me with it. But that's the nice thing about advertising with us. Once you advertise with Nevermind the Furthermore, it still stays in that little compartment on the pigeon's leg. It's forever. But yeah, we went through the smoke signal phase. And I think if I dig far enough back, I could probably find some of the cave drawings. I think that were the original parts of the Nevermind the Furthermore show. So so spread the legend. Anyway, Willow Schuyler says, I was taught how to cook for a large family, still unable to cook for just 2 people. Guarantee to have leftovers for days here. Oh, darling, the idea of Thanksgiving leftovers is arousing. You know what I'm saying? I love leftovers. We have some of the ribs left over. We're going to be cooking them up later today. And still left over. One of the few things we didn't make from scratch was Gordon's Food Service. GFS has a wonderful corn bake that has pieces of whole corn in it. And it's kind of almost like a polenta. It's a solid. It's a kind of a little sweeter version of cornbread, but it has a consistency like a very good polenta, and it's like a tray like this will feed me and Cookie a couple times a day for about a week, so it's a good value. But I think that's one of the few things we didn't make the pasta for the mac and cheese, but that was fine. But we had a good one. We ate well. We ate happy. And plus Cookie made her no bake her no-bake cranberry pie. That was really, really awesome. And today I will be making, to adorn the last of it, I will be making some fresh whipped cream. Yes, I'm almost, I don't even have a hand mixer. I do it by hand. Shut up, Christian. And, uh, we found coconut cream. And we're going to be using that because Cookie is lactose intolerant, and we can't get like most of the standard over the counter non-dairy whips because it has sodium caseinate, and she is monosodium glutamate sensitive, and this is kind of like it's kind of like a second cousin to it, but it's a flavor enhancer, just like monosodium glutamate. But she can't have it, or else she gets migraines, and I don't want to put up with that. It interferes with my joy. Anyway, Willow, that is very cool. I learned to cook when I was 8 years old. Little story here. I learned one night my mom was at church, and I decided I was going to be a good son, and she'd been really nice to me, and I thought, well, let's do something nice for her. And so I found her Betty Crocker cookbook from 1950, and I still own it. I still own that book. Damn it, I think 70 years old. Wow. It's older than I am. Anyway, just realized that. But anyway, I looked up coffee cake, and I realized that from reading it for a few minutes that this was like I used to make those plastic model kits, and they come with instructions. Put this piece here, put this piece here, paint this. Now let it, while you're drying, put this together, etc., etc. And I realized the instructions for cooking were the same pretty much as constructing a plastic model kit of a car or, a Universal Horror monster. So I went through the thing step by step, made what turned out to be a fantastic coffee cake. And I did leave her, and I had to go to bed before she came home, but while it was cooling, but I left it out for her. And I said, Mom, I hope it's okay. I remember she probably kept the note too. I said, Mom, I hope this is okay. The only thing I didn't understand was creaming the topping, mixing the brown sugar and nutmeg and cinnamon and nuts together to form the streusel topping. And I said, Mom, I didn't know what the creaming was, so I just mixed it all together and put it on top. Anyway, I got an A+ for my initial efforts, and I've been cooking ever since. So anyway, Nick Tockard has joined us. Nick, it is a pleasure to see you. And tonight is the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Please check out that amazing show. Nick Tockard is 3 Mile Island Broadcasting. He has got high energy. He makes me look like I'm in a coma. He is great. He is fun. He is funny. He's informative. So if you want to learn how to kill each other safely with bladed weapons, check out what the mighty Manatee Man says. And what does he say this morning? From the chilly, minty waters of the northern inner seas, riding the surge of the magical energy, comes the mighty Manatee Man, master of marketing, surfing the start of the Yule Tide. Good to have you here, Nick. Check out BSR, Big Stompy Robots. Go to Amazon.com/Nicholas Tockard. Also look up Amanda Tockard there and get yourself some books. And Minnie Morse, not so mini, pal, 65 inches. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Christian Paisley gives some love to Sarah, and Sarah's giving it back, and I get to watch. Anyway, everyone's happy. Carl Witzman, I am never surprised to hear BKM mentioned in a nice way during other internet shows. I am always surprised to hear anything nice about Uncle Carl on the show, but it happens. I need to work on that. Yes, if you can make yourself a more reviled character, Carl, that might help you. It does help some. It does see. I don't think it's hurt Jake Paul's numbers, but then again, I don't think that you still possess at least a sliver of a human soul, so I guess that puts you above him. Anyway, but no, Carl's a great broadcaster. He does some fun stuff. But the only place you're going to see it is on Uncle Carl's Secret Humor page. So get your butt over there and get yourself signed up. And the only way to do that is to find someone who's already on it. I'm on it. Donna Carlene is on it. Sarah is on it. Green Room Ted. Find out why he's Green Room Ted. And if you have access to that page, you can sign up other people, and we'll screen them for you. So anyway, please check out the Green Room tonight. That's going to be fun. But Carl, I have nothing but love for you. I really do, brother. And trying to set a bad example over here. Well, Carl, just keep following mine. You'll be fine. And that's why we're the cool kids on YouTube. Oh, Dark Pope, says the Dark Mistress of the Dark Church of the Right, on the Holy Church of the Rising Tide. There ain't nothing holy about the Rising Tide Church. That's true. It's a great philosophy. It's a tax dodge on the line. Excuse me. Yes, friends, as Thanksgiving weekend looms, says Nicholas Anthony Tockert, the land of plenty. I, Nicholas Tockert, at Nicholas Tockert, www.amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockert, am working away first on a surprise for my beloved patrons. But the tryptophan is a dangerous adversary. Battle on, Manatee Man. Manatee Man, you're our only hope. You must save us from the path of mediocrity. You must enliven us with games, with fiction, with artwork, with creativity. Let's get that damn Hybrids of Sons of God's book out, okay? Anyway, which, by the way, the Luke Stone was in town the other day. Got to meet him and his lovely wife for the first time in person. And he says that the most of the books are out, or rather they're published, due to the storms that have swept through Florida. There's been a delay in the holofoil edition, but everything else, I think, has been printed and is in hand. So the rewards for his Hybrids of Sons of Gods on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo should be starting going out this week. So really excited by it. Really good stuff. Really proud to be a part of that volume, the trade paperback. It's really good. And Christian Basil says, be right back. You can't threaten us like that, man. You cannot threaten us like that. And happy post-Thanksgiving Day. Happy post-Thanksgiving to you too, Lou. I hope you had a great one, brother. Seriously. And Carl Witzman said, someday I'll just do a whole silent show, maybe with those cards like in the old silent films. Oh, yeah, I've had a couple silent shows that started out that way, as you have too. I'm not gonna point fingers, really, just commiserating with you. But that would be fun, and get that little, like, the patterns, like the scratches you used to see on the old films. That could be fun. And you got that, Sarah. Oh yeah, you got it, Sarah. And Brian is so nice not to drink while Cookie can't drink. Do you think I'd do that for Aunt Donna? Falls off the chair laughing, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, you would probably tie her in the chair and have one of those Clockwork Orange devices that keeps her eyelids open. She can't even blink to get away from the imagery. And you would probably sit there and down a whole thing of Sailor Jerry right in front of her. Because I know how your mind works. I do the same thing. Anyway, Sarah says, and then I hear a whack sound from Donna to Carl. I would think it's probably more along the lines of a bolt of lightning striking. Once Donna reads that, there will probably be nothing left but a fine red mist and the memory. And Carl Witzman laughs now, but you just wait. And Donna Carlene has overheard this nefarious plot. This little alcohol bondage thing goes both ways, you know. And Philip Thompson says, good morning, Brian. Did you get my email? I still haven't checked, Philip. I'm still on the air. Blue Motion promotion, yes. Blue Motion is still working on the Action Heroes book, and just had a Creeps Tale published. Excellent. Hopefully the second Frankenstein will come out from Prose soon. I'm hoping so too. Oh, excuse me a second, honey. You taking off? Gonna be okay? Feeling any better?
Not enough better, so I'm going.
Okay, I love you.
Love you.
Mwah. I'll be here waiting for you.
Okay.
All right. My honey is going to the doctor. Please send her some positive energy and prayers if you would right now. But she's going down the stairs pretty easy. One good push should do it. Anyway, so I'm still alive. She didn't hear that. Anyway, so anyway, folks, that's my life. Anyway, but no, Lou, getting back to you, brother. That is so good. And one of my goals this year is to actually get in touch with Rich Sala, and I may ask you some questions about that if you don't mind. Because I like that magazine. I'd like to become a regular contributor. I'm starting to come up with more horror stories. And it was funny because I was reading one old book of horror from the 50s online this week, and I'm enjoying it, of course. Beautiful work by Bob Powell, Wally Wood, Lou Cameron, a whole bunch of really fantastic artists. And I'm sitting here reading some of these stories and going, I can do better than that. In fact, this is what I'd have done. And so I wrote down my version of it, and I'm going to twist it enough that it's different. And I've come up with all kinds of what I think are good horror stories. And the thing is, if I don't get them published by them, I'll publish it myself. Yeah, I got people. I know people, and I'm sure Philip. I think I read this earlier. Yes. I always like your web comic. It's kind of cute. So we'll check it out later. We'll get back to you on that. And Brian needs 3 monitors for his show, like I do. Well, Carl, I have a dedicated laptop for my broadcasting now, but I have wondered if maybe I need perhaps need a like a setup like you've got. I've got enough room on this table here. I could do like some small monitors. And actually I'd like to get some cameras on them too. I'm getting ambitious, Carl. I'm getting ambitious. I really do. Every time I see this show, I want to do better. I really do. Because I want to do everything I can to make this more entertaining, not just for me, but for all of you. And Jeffrey Hayes, I saw you sneaking here, brother. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Kofefe, my friend, Kofefe. So anyway, I want to get more technical this year. I'm thinking of maybe a small either like a Chromebook. Maybe I don't need anything really sophisticated, but maybe a Chromebook, dedicated Chromebook, where I can type things a little more easily than up here, because here's the image if I'm typing up here. See, I've got a little stand that elevates the camera. And here's a tip to anyone who broadcasts: people don't like looking up at you. I've lost some people. At first, people, when I first started this, some people said, I love the show, but I can't stand looking up your nose. Because I got kind of close in, it wasn't like a medium shot, head and shoulders shot like this. And then when I switched to something like what we're doing now, I had somebody say, well, why don't you do this? And it was such a simple fix. I have a bunch of, go figure, I'm a writer, I've unread books. And so I made two piles of books that was pretty secure. And I put the laptop on front of it. And that's when we started doing this. And then I got one of those lap tables that you can put basically you can do your computing in bed or whatever, and it goes over your legs. In my case, one leg, because it's pretty slender, but and not my leg, that's for sure. But anyway, it's just the right height that we're looking at each other. We're peers, and it's not me looking down at you, and it's not you trying to peek down my cleavage. Oh, you dirty boys, you. Anyway, it's crossed my mind, Carl. It has crossed my mind, and we are probably going to experiment with green screen later on. So we're easing into it. We're easing into it. And Cameron Christopher Payne finally got to your message here. It says, hello, it was great. I'm glad to hear that, Cameron. I am so glad. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was probably different from any Thanksgiving you've ever had, but you didn't have a pandemic last year. So I remember a year ago, that just hit me. A year ago, I did my last show of the year, and it was on the Thanksgiving weekend, and Teresa Dunn was with me. And I came home. I got through the weekend feeling fine. And the minute I got home, I got like flu-like symptoms. And in retrospect, although I don't know how I could have, it matched up with the symptoms for COVID. It also matched up with the symptoms for flu. I suspect that's what I had. But I'd had my flu shot like about 3 weeks beforehand with no reaction. Whereas this time I got a reaction within 2 days. So anyway, I'm feeling fine now. Anyway, glad to hear some new to me names of people turning into the Book of Faces to join the family. Welcome. Yes, Sarah nailed it here. We have like this little creepy family here. But no, I talk constantly about finding your tribe, finding the people who are in sync with you, people who support you. And I'm not just talking about people who buy your products. I'm talking about people who say, hey, Brian, how you feeling today? Brian, I saw your post. You didn't sound all right. Is everything okay? Hey, how's Cookie doing? Checking in on each other, which I admit I'm terrible at. But, that's our family here. And it consists of some of the craziest people in the universe, and I'm so pleased to find them. Seriously. Oh, anyway, a little bit of essential lemon oil. for a little pick-me-up. Anyway, I started getting maudlin there. We're not going to have that. Anyway, we're glad to see new faces here too. And also, please, if you're watching on YouTube, we have a channel there. We would love it if you would subscribe to it. Let's see if anyone's taken the bait and subscribed to us in the last hour. It's probably not, but that's fine. But we've got a good number of people watching right now. We have picked up a new subscriber. Thank you very much. We're up to 405. Please, if you like this show, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we're putting in promotions from other people. We have advertisers. We want to see them get before other people. All right. That's the one person I talk the least about. If it weren't for some of you, you probably wouldn't know I do anything other than wear a fez and a bow tie and have sideburns. Anyway, I thank you, Sarah, and I love you. I do. I really do. I miss you, hon. I really do. We need Sarah Saracon, even if it's just about 3 or 4 of us. Anyway, I need some promotion. I crave promotion. Who's going to be the first one to heed my plea? And it's Willow Schuyler saying Willow's Pillow Talk will return next week with the Magic of Christmas theme. I know a lot of us who work retail need to be reminded that that Christmas is a magical time of year. For many of us who have worked Christmas retail, and I have in the past, I worked at Spencer Gifts in a mall one Christmas. Holy cats. Hell has no terror. It holds no terrors for me after that, for a number of reasons. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Some of us need to be reminded that it is magical and not just some sort of dark horror curse put upon us. That's a good thing to remind us of. Willow, please promote that on the Rising Tide Publications page, if you would, please. You have an invitation. And speaking of somebody we adore here, Bill Sarton, happy Friday, everyone. I hope you all had a blessed Thanksgiving with those you love. Bill, I hope your Thanksgiving was a good one too, man. And let's see, did I catch it? Let's see. Going to run to go to work in Christopher's greenhouse. See you tonight at the green room, kids. Let's treat Ted to some fun. That's right, Ted Davies Artistry on YouTube, on Facebook, and in your hearts and minds forever. TedDaviesArtistry.com. Check out that work. He is a great, great guy. And Ted, we'll see you tonight, my friend. And we got all kinds of comments we got to catch up on. We just got another comment dump from from StreamYard. And let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. We got that. Oh, there we go. We got Willow and her pillow. We love Willow's pillows. Anyway, Shub Christian. Let's see. There we go. And there we go. That's the one I went to hit. And if you like anthropomorphic humor, check Philip Thompson's Facebook page. His style reminds me of Mark Brown's Arthur animation with a hint of Reed Waller. Ooh, Reed Waller. Good call. I like that. Yeah, good call, Clyde Hall. Thank you for sharing that. And hashtag bring cookie home. Thank you, Bill Sarton. We're working on it. We are working on it. And Rick Bradley, good morning, Nevermorians. Good morning to you, Rick. Hope you're doing well. And Charles F. Millhouse says, speaking of Pulp Reality, number 2 is going to be bigger. Shut up, Christian. Details soon. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to doing my part on that. And a 22-inch display port monitor at Newegg, only $109 delivered. Yes, plus hits PayPal, but ooh, yeah. I need to check out Newegg more often. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. Maybe make myself a wish list. But yeah, I'm thinking like a dedicated computer. Nothing but the show. And I'm thinking again like a Chromebook or something. Although I found I've got a third laptop here. I forgot I had it. It's full of files though. I think I used it as a download thing. So anyway, we're gonna pull that out later and Shub Christian and look at it, Shub Christian, and see what we can do to make sure it's still working, Shub Christian. Anyway, Nicholas Anthony Dockert said, and on the spirit of Black Friday on tonight's Historical Fencing Guild, aside from revealing my surprise for my Patreon patrons, of which I am one, I will be showing you, yes, you can similar training gear that goes from nearly $100 for potentially that 5 in material. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the Historical Fencing Guild. Check that show out. It is a lot of fun. And speaking of a lot of fun, we got a couple newcomers here. Jason Snyder of NonCon. Glad to see you, brother. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, my friend. And Catherine Shaftstumpf. Catherine Moi. Good to see you here. Catherine, great writer and a fantastic human being. Please put in promotion for what y'all do. All right, we're gonna get the power strips out, and we're gonna be plugging stuff today. And Joe Dog McKeel, okay, I'm here. Sorry, I'm almost late. I was in a food coma. Can you start over? No problem. Okay, here's how we started the show. Hi, welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. How the heck are you? Yeah, that was pretty much our opening today. So we did a Carl Witzman. There we go. Just realized it. Amy Hill is a verb on this show, and now Carl Witzman is a verb. I am declaring Carl Witzman, the Dark Pope of the Roman Holy Church of the Rising Tide, to be a verb now. So every time you start your show and you don't turn the sound on again because you didn't want everybody hearing you do things in the background, mostly swearing, or slurping coffee, then you mute your microphone and don't manage to get it back going back again. And now today, the thing was, I had my microphone unmuted. I forgot I'd unmuted it before the final video that we showed, and then I accidentally muted it. See, folks, I'm clear evidence that you can be a good broadcaster. If I can make this crap work at my level of incompetency, then you have no problems, all right? And anyway, Joe Dog, we're glad you're here. Hope you enjoyed the recap of the opening of the show. And Joe Dog, yeah, good to see Joe Dog, as always, stupid o'clock Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern. And good morning for Louis Lawner. Good morning to you, Louis. How are you this morning? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. A pleasure and an honor to have you here as always. Hey, Joe Dog, says Sarah. OMG, several of us are in a food coma. I'm halfway to my face landing on my keyboard, trying a sugar rush right now. Nap after this. Well, we'll see what we can do to keep you awake. We'll give you an injection of energy, so to speak. Anyway, but yeah, we're on our. Well, this is only our first cup of coffee, and I'm more coherent than I was yesterday. Of course, I was awake longer than I was yesterday. Yesterday, we had a special Thanksgiving edition of the show, and it started out pretty slow from my point of view. But anyway, we're glad for everyone who showed up yesterday. And anyway, and like I said, we have a brand new cup. We have a brand new coffee cup. But I'm not going to show you what it says on the other side till later. Anyway, and Russell Allen just showed up. Russell, glad to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well this morning. Zenon and I Titan currently funding on Kickstarter. Please check that out. Put in a link if you would, please, Russell. And Hanging with Web did it right yesterday. They broadcast from a webcam high above the crowd, says Carl Witzman. Oh, they were there? I missed that. I had my head down and I was working on my book. I am so far behind in NaNoWriMo. I am just not going to make it this year, but I'm still plowing on because it's a good thing to do. And the thing is, I reached a point where I need, you write and then you realize, I forgot to research this. I need to look that up. Then I started reading some stuff and I'm thinking, no, I need to incorporate this earlier into the story. So I'm leaving notes for myself. I'm keeping a sheet now of, what happens in each chapter and who's in it, so I can go back and refer more easily. But Hanging with Web does a lot of good stuff. They had one of the first virtual cons that I was aware of starting in 2020, and it was a fun affair. And now there is a virtual con virtually every weekend. In fact, I found that there's a channel that is nothing but virtual con. That makes me nuts. Anyway, I can't see how you do that or why. But anyway, but some of them have been exceptional. Such as Indie Vent has been great in its various iterations, and loved. I loved CromCon. That was a good show. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoy it every month, and there's another one in December, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Also, HoloCon. I forgot. How could I forget HoloCon? That was probably one of my favorites. Actually, it was so well run. It was so interesting. I went back and watched a lot of the shows. I've still got to go back and catch them all. But that was such a great show. Anyway, Brian, I could be your producer. You can pay me with Amazon gift cards. This sounds like those Indian places that says they'll fix your computer online for you. Anyway, Willow, we could talk. I like how you run your show. We could talk, and that would be awesome, Willow. Yeah, that way, if there's any errors, I don't have to take all the blame anymore. No, it's pardon me. No, you guys try this. Carl and Willow know what I'm talking about. It is not easy running the show. When you're doing it by yourself. It's you have to be thinking director and you have to be thinking talent. Well, I've and get one that doesn't cough all the time. And talent is a term loosely associated with the guy on screen here, of course. But it's like, well, I remember you said the other night, it's like, I don't know how Brian keeps up on the comments. One, badly. Two, I don't know if it'd go any better with the producer, but at least I could just sit here and drink coffee and be entertaining. That would be fun. We could talk, Willow. We could talk. And Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay says, hi, my friend. How are you? I am great. I hope you are doing well today, Jake. Hope you're remembering that you got a lot to be thankful for, brother. Good to see you here, man. Pardon me. Woohoo! We no longer have to call it Baby Yoda or the child. The name is... Go watch, not spoiling it here. Oh, I didn't know the kid got named. He's not Baby Yoda anymore. Is his name Shark? I would love it if the Mandalorian introduces him. This is Baby Shark. Do 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 do. Baby Shark. Do 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 do. I think there could be some real drama there. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel, check out Stupid O'Clock this coming Saturday at 11 p.m., 10 p.m. Central. It is always that great after convention conversation you love, and I do. It's a good show. I love listening to it. I really do. And Baby Yoda, do 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 do. Baby Yoda, do 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 do. Carl Wisman and I are in a club. Seeing what we can do to turn Amy Hale into a murderous rage. I think the last joke I will play on her was the box of baby shark mac and cheese. Was it any, Amy, if you're still here, was that stuff any good? Was it the best? It was probably like the best mac and cheese you ever had, and you want more, right? I'll keep an eye out for it if you want. No, I saw something in a drugstore last week. It was a baby shark floating toy. You could put it in the bathtub with you, and as it floated, it sang Baby Shark. And I said, and it was on sale, and I said, oh honey, Cookie was with me. I said, oh honey, and she goes, no, she will kill you if you get that for her. And I'm like, no, I'm sure she'll put it up on her shelf with all her supernatural Funko Pops. And she's like, no, she will murder you. You've played that joke too often. You better not do it again. So, she is spared. Anyway, Jake Lindsay says, I literally just woke up. How was your Thanksgiving? Mine was amazing, Jake. I had a fantastic time sequestered with my honey here, and hope you had a great one too, brother. I hope it was a blessing for you all. Anyway, many of us are in a food coma, Jake. I may have to declare a nap for us after the show, derp. Well, if you see like a line of just letters from Sarah, you know that she has succumbed to the allure, not just lure, but allure of the food coma. And it's, share a food coma with someone you love. Anyway, Sarah, I had a magician interview me on Facebook yesterday. Oh, Gospel Jake, that is so cool. Very good. And I agree with Sarah. That is awesome. That is great. Now, Carl Wiston's trying to fix up my my broadcast room here. 60-inch producer for Brian on Newegg, refurbished, some surface scratches, but only $20K. I don't think my PayPal can handle that. My PayPal is mocking me with its laughter at that thought. 20K is a little higher than my tip jar will allow, or cookie. Anyway, but it's something to consider. If you guys are interested, I'm going to release video of the portion of the interview saying why I got rid of the caretaker character. Hey, Gospel Magician, do that. Seriously, that's good promotion, man. In all seriousness, post it online. Seriously, you need to do that. Anytime you get a good interview, post it online. It's like when you interview me, by God, you're on my page. And my page is evergreen. And also, if you do it on YouTube, I'll put it in. I have a special playlist of guest appearances I've made I think I put Willow's Pillow Talk on there because I want these guys and gals to get some more attention as I get more attention. And again, thank you to my new subscribers on YouTube. Let's check that. I haven't checked that in a while. And we have 148 videos. I don't know if it counts this one or not, but we are on there all the time. We're at 405 subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you so much. Or as Ethan Van Sciver says, we're battling the evil algorithms, which is true. It's kind of like when one person succeeds on social media, the host of the platform kind of figures out what you did and make sure no one else can do it, including you. So I spend as much time battling the algorithms as I do trying to think of things to do here. And Brandon Wheatley, glad to see you here, Brandon. I saw you walk in here. You are always welcome, my friend. Good morning, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Glad to see you here. Joe Dog McKeel says, my wife doesn't want me to have another deviled egg. After last night, I tend to agree with her. Were you evil? Were you a treat for all the senses, Joe Dog? That's one of the reasons I don't eat fresh buffalo meat, or at least not at like fairs and stuff. Because Cookie and I, when we got married, she liked going to a number of these shows like the Vincennes, Indiana Rendezvous, which celebrates several key battles in the War of 1812 there. And it was part of the Lewis and Clark and George Rogers Clark Freedom Trail there. But every year, I think it's in September, they hold like a big city to do there. And we went a couple times, and they had like farmers that raised buffalo and made hamburger of the meat and cooked buffalo burgers. Now, I love buffalo burgers. I've had it at major restaurants, never had a bit of trouble with them. But apparently this free range stuff doesn't agree with me because I became, you didn't want to stand downwind of me. It had a bad effect on my digestive system. No pain, but, and didn't hurt me, but to quote a Frank Zappa line, it put a hurt on, to anyone around me would be singing, it put a hurt on my nose. So for the sake of humanity, I've forsworn that sort of thing. Although, what was it? Not TGI Friday. Some other restaurant like that. I used to go to quite frequently when I lived in Illinois with a friend. We went there and they had buffalo burgers, and those agreed with me perfectly. But anyway, here we go. Here's a long one from Bill Sarden. If you're hiding from the relatives who overstayed their welcome, join the Far Out and Groovy Kids by clicking on Sardenart76 on Facebook for better days from yesteryear. Yesterday, we featured an encore edition of a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, plus the entire 1987 WWF Survivor Series. I also include some of my festive and funny sketches that'll tickle your tummy and warm your heart. So check out the artwork of Bill Sarden, where everything old is new again. Very good. Sounds like you had a good day there, Bill. That sounds like fun. And Carl Wilson, oh, Joe, don't gas poor Donna and those poor puppies with your gastric distress. That's right. Don't traumatize those little puppies so soon. That's what life is about. One trauma to another. Yes, Joe Dog's pet just recently gave birth to four wee puppies, 2 boys, 2 girls, and sounds like all are doing well. I'm glad to hear that. And oops, too late, Carl, says Joe Dog McKayla. Oops is right, says Carl Witzman. And Nick Tucker says, oh, I remember those carrier pigeons. You roast them and get a little story attached like a meat lover's fortune cookie. Carl, I think we know what happened to your bird there. Apparently, it was fricasseed and enjoyed, and now Nick Tucker's probably put that little message inside up on eBay or something, and is probably ready to retire. Willow Schuyler, you will need to send me the recipe for that no-bake cranberry pie. I'll talk to Cookie. I'm gonna write that down and see what we can do to get that to you. Willow. No bake. Actually, it is a bake. You do bake. I said that in error, but it is really simple. It's a no crust, excuse me. But I'll get you that recipe anyway because it was really, really good. It's kind of almost like a cake in consistency, but real simple ingredients. Doesn't take long to prepare. And we had it yesterday with cashews. And that was really, really good. I love cashews when they're cooked. And John B. Pica, the storyteller from YouTube, says, "Good morning, multiverse citizen Pica. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hope your Thanksgiving went well, my friend." And morning, John, says Sarah. Sarah, the Dark Mistress greets you. As do I. Oh, Brian, I have a nice coffee at Carl at random mornings on my nice page. So, but it's boring, probably, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, but you do it so early. I've been sleeping in lately. Now Cookie's working like second and third shift. I'm I get up at 8 and now it's early for me. Whereas I used to get up at 5 and I would think I'm sleeping in. So I do have to check out your show though, Carl. I'm sure it is far from boring, my friend. And Amanda Talker, good to see you. Hey, Brian K. Morris. Hey, that's me. If Cookie is sensitive to sodium caseinate along with lactose, she may be allergic to milk instead of just lactose intolerant. Part of the reason Josette eats so many yummy desserts in my book is I can't get them dairy-free. No, she's both, actually. She has had milk with regular milk without sodium caseinate, of course. But that was why she gave up a lot of soy milk. Because we found that the house brand at Kroger for a while was having sodium caseinate in their soy milk. So we dropped that and went to almond milk. And now we're exploring coconut milk, which we like even better. But if there's anything better than sweetened chocolate coconut milk or soy milk or any of those, God kept it for himself. But anyway, yeah, I get that. But yeah, sodium caseinate's like in almost every whipped dessert topping except for one called Cocoa Whip, which you can find at like our local Payless stores here in Lafayette, as well as the Fresh Time stores in Lafayette, in West Lafayette, in Indianapolis. And it's a lot more it's like about 4 times as much as regular Cool Whip, but it has the flavor of coconut in it. It's really, really good. We like it better than Cool Whip. But when I was in Fresh Time a couple days ago, getting some last second stuff, I got some coconut cream, and it whips. Apparently, it whips into whipped cream type topping. And after the show, I'm gonna make up a batch of that for a Cookie and myself. So that'll be good. But no, thank you very much. No, thank you for the advice, Amanda. I do appreciate that. But yeah, she's allergic to both of them. Actually, she's allergic to MSG, and I guess molecularly, sodium caseinate, and MSG are they're basically first cousins. And she can have it, but only in such small amounts it isn't worth it, and it certainly isn't worth risking the pain of a migraine for her. So, but thank you, Amanda. I appreciate the input. I really do, because it's like, am I thinking right? Am I thinking right? Okay, I think I'm thinking right. So, appreciate it, Amanda. I appreciate you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving with Nick and Xander. Carl Westman, I can see it now. The year is 2430. An acolyte approaches the local church father and asks about how the dark, unholy church of the rising tide started. It was some idiot in a fez. He's to blame. Get the pitchforks and torches ready. Oh, and by the way, Sarah, sorry for all the messages. I get bored sometimes. It's Jake Lindsay. That's all right. I know I don't mind. And don't forget to check out the Green Room tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, where Grumpy Uncle Carl will show you 57 ways you can irritate the pesky neighbors with your Thanksgiving leftovers, says Bill Sarn. Well, I think Joe Dog McKeel has a great recipe for deviled eggs. That is sure to inflame the neighbors, especially in the olfactory sense. I used to have a record by Eric Idle and Neil Innes, Rutland Weekend Times, and it was basically a town that basically got legislated out of existence, kind of like gerrymandering. And so Eric and Neil, who if you ever saw the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail, he is the bard for Sir Robin, Neil Innes. He's also in a great group called the Bonzo Dog Band from the 60s. Funny stuff. But anyway, Eric Idle closed the thing out. So now we end our broadcast day here at Rutland Weekend Television. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard. And by the way, don't forget that rattling your dustbins in the middle of the night is a very good way to disturb your neighbors. Another good way to disturb your neighbors is, and then he goes into several others. Anyway, Sarah tells Jake, it's all good, Jake. Send as many as you want. It just takes me a while to respond because I'm not on Facebook a whole lot these days. That's what's probably keeping you halfway sane, Sarah. I check in on Facebook maybe 3 or 4 times a day anymore. I just can't take a lot of it. It's amazing how many stupid friends we have. I'm not saying we share any of them, but there's a bunch of them that I'm looking at their posts. I'm like, okay, snooze for 30 days, unfollow you forever, that sort of thing. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, what do you call a hen who can count her own eggs? Mathema chicken. Cindy Camp, I hope you caught that one. Anyway, Magi Jake Lindsay says, Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay says, okay, Sarah, if you want, I'll send you video of the interview if you want. Post that online. Sure, Jake, says Sarah, seriously. And I'm back at the ER this morning. Oh, no, John, is it a flare-up? Details, seriously. Sarah, love to cookie. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Yeah, her hip isn't getting any better. And they gave her a limited number of steroids, and they're wearing off. And something that we've been doing isn't working to alleviate the pain. So she went in this morning. So she's there right now. So, oh, John, sorry to hear that. Me too, Carl. Me too. And let's see. And what do you think of the email I sent from email list? Philip, it was absolutely perfect. It was really good. Good newsletter, sir. And let's see. Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay. I'm not sending the whole thing because it's 48 minutes long. I'll send you 2 minutes of it. Post the 48 link to the. Start a YouTube channel if you haven't got one already, Jake, and put a link to the YouTube channel there, all right? And get some people to subscribe to yours, such as the 405 happy people who are subscribing to mine. Thank you all very much. I love you all very much. And if you were here, I'd prove it. I would just so prove it. Anyway, boom chicka wow wow. Anyway, let's get back to this. And John B. Pica, the storyteller, says, but only because my primary care physician is not open over the holiday and there is no urgent care in my town. Wow, really? I thought you were in Nashville. I would surely think you have something in Nashville. And, whoa, John, could COVID related again, asks Sarah. And positive thoughts for St. Cookie. Thank you, Carl Witzman. Appreciate you, brother. We'll give you a recap tonight on the green room. And I'm not feeling sick, but I'm having a reaction to the blood thinners that doctors prescribed for me a month ago. John, I hope it's not horrible. Hope it's not serious, brother. Keep us posted, all right? You're part of the family here, all right? And sounds good, Jake. And Carl Witzman is sorry, John. So are we, man. You've done enough business with doctors. They don't need any more of your business, man. And on Thursday night, I will be joining Joe Dog McKeel. Stupid O'Clock says Nick Talkert. Oh, man, that is going to be so much fun. You will love it. Nick, you will have a great time, seriously. And I will have a great time because I'm going to try to watch that thing. It's going to be a party with Joe Dog and that great Stupid O'Clock crew, and with Nick Talkert. You're going to have a ball, brother. You're going to have a ball. And Carlene said, you had a chance for a third monitor and decided against it. Carl, deal with it. Ooh, the smackdown is about to happen at the Witzman household. And not fun at all, John, says Sarah. Glad you're getting taken care of and that you went to the hospital to take care of yourself. Much love and big hugs from all of us, man. All of us. Keep us posted, John. Grant Lankard, I'm still thinking of doing a horror anthology for Halloween. You can always submit a story proposal for that. Well, as little experience as I have with prostitutes, what have you heard about me? Mostly that I've started, but it could happen. We could talk. And anyway, this is why you need to spell check. This is like with the Oxford comma, about what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat grandma for Christmas. Anyway, now I've got an image out of my mind, Grant. I may not be able to expel, but thank you for that. So when you think of horror anthology, you think of me. Oh, that's a typo I wish I'd made. That was great. And Carl Wisman says, oh, Brian's getting ambitious. Look out, everyone. And John B. Pica says, it's all good. I'm hoping I'm in and out quickly. Well, we're all about the in and out here. And we hope that you are free of that place soon. We hope you are free of your maladies soon, too, man. Seriously. That was a voice to text error, but I left it in. You made my morning, Grant. That's one of the things. Since I started doing this show, and since I started using more voice to text on my phone, my diction has become so much better when I'm doing that. So, and for reasons like that, that is funny. That was great. Thank you for that, Grant. Oh, one thing I meant to say, says Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay, I'm upgrading my show. Let's just say Big Stage Illusions. Cool. I look forward to seeing the glorious results. And Too Late Carly, third monitor is on its way. Oh, Carl, it was nice knowing you. Anyway, if I get out early enough, I may take a road trip to Huntsville to shoot a segment for my new podcast, Back to the Cereal Box. Check out Back to the Cereal Box from John B. Pica, the storyteller. It's on YouTube. And John, please put in a link. It's going to be a fun channel. I'm looking forward to checking that out because John's fun and I like checking him out. Take that as you will. And last as she shakes her head, how did I know? Asked Carleen. And you got the vote of approval from Carl Witzman. Jake, sounds good. And John B. Pica, the storyteller, says, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. We did. Thank you, John. We hope yours was awesome, too. Sarah says, nice, John. Just make sure you're well taken care of. Love. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, too. John B. Pica continues, I just watched The Mandalorian Chapter 13 and am floating on Cloud 9 right now. Yeah, I'm going to have to find out what those spoilers are. I don't get the streaming services, so I haven't seen a single episode of The Mandalorian yet, but I need to fix that, don't I? Brian, Purdue sells refurbished computers and monitors. You could get some decent gear fairly cheap. Guys, check with your colleges. A lot of times they sell off quality goods cheap. I didn't know they were still doing that. I thought I know they closed that one warehouse down on 9th Street, but I may have to talk to you about that. I wouldn't mind getting some used stuff cheap. Of course, back when I checked it, this was after we moved over to Lafayette. This is about 5 years ago. And we saw the stuff, and it was all like, it was basically DOS material, like Windows 95 level material. And I'm like, dang. I can do better. Anyway, but it was good to have that there. I will check that. Out. Thank you, Nick. That's a very, very good suggestion. Great video resolution this AM. Are you finally using an Ethernet connection? Asked John B. Pica, the storyteller. I've been using an Ethernet connection. In fact, this morning I don't have it on. I forgot to hook it up. So we're going on just the airwaves here. So I guess we'll get a strong signal this morning. So fingers crossed, it's only got to last another half hour. Anyway, Philip Thompson has a link to his Facebook page. And please go there and become a subscriber. You'll receive his webcomic before he posts it on social media. That's how you do it, Philip. Well done. And Nick Tucker says, oh, Tribe. That definitely includes the creative, talented, and gorgeous, and also gorgeous and generous Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com. Way to segue. And I just got a copy of her newsletter. Haven't had a chance to open it up yet, but I'm looking forward to it because she writes the best newsletter I receive. And I get some really good ones. Amy Hales is fantastic. And mine's okay. But anyway, check out CKOEPP. Check out the work of Cindy Kep. Check out her brand new book, Animal Eye. A lot of her stuff on Amazon is on sale. So please look for those and sample her work. And she's working on her first graphic novel script. I'm so proud of her. Ted Davies Artistry. Glenn B. Fleming, a little late today, but here now. Glenn, glad to have you here. Again, just didn't mean to shoot past everyone in line, but glad to say hello to Glenn B. Fleming. Glenn is a regular on the Saturday morning, or Sunday morning, Sunday Funnies with Randy Zimmerman, who was on Clever Title Pending the other night. And check out the work of Glenn B. Fleming. Look him up on Amazon. He is an amazing historian. He is so good. Anyway, glad to have you here, Glenn, as I'm trying to search for myself. I see Cindy Kep is here. Yay! And almost there. It's just occasionally I get this burst of comments for whatever reason, and it shoots, and it always happens when I'm clicking on one, then it moves, and I click on that, and I'm light years ahead. So anyway, John, thank you for the video resolution. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm going to work with it while we got it. And let's see here. And don't forget Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com. That's what I wanted to hit. Gotta run, going to work in Chris's greenhouse. See you tonight in the green room, kids. Let's get treated to some fun. Ted Davies, enjoy yourself. Give Chrissy a hug from the rest of us, and love you, man. You have a great Friday. We'll see you tonight in the green room at Grumpy Uncle Carl's humor page. More people are watching than have liked the show, says Sarah from YouTube. Take half a second to do so. The Dark Mistress has spoken. And thus she speaks, and thus it is law. So anyway, yes, if you're watching us on YouTube, and we've got quite a number of you on YouTube right now. Thank you all very much. Please give this a like. It helps us. Believe me, it just takes a second. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We promise more video goodies coming soon. And Cindy Gap, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, darling. Mwah! Good to see you here. CKOEPP.com. Looking forward to reading my copy of your newsletter. Check out the work of Cindy Kep. She's amazing. And see you before too much longer. Sarah says to Ted, a greenhouse sounds like fun. Enjoy and tell the wife we say hello. Definitely. And Sarah, I just blew up the phone with messages. Sorry ahead of time. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well, Sarah's afternoon's planned. Anyway, Cindy Kep, for your Black Friday Small Biz Saturday fun, you need to go to Smashwords and check out my work. Thank you, Cindy Kep. You're the best. And also, do the same thing on Amazon. And while you're on Amazon, if you want to make sure, if you buy enough books and you aren't with Amazon Prime, when you reach a certain level of, books, you get free shipping. So load down your cart with some Cindy Kep goodness too. All right. So do a search for Cindy Kep at Amazon. You'll be glad you did. And so will Cindy. Anyway, it's all good, Jake. I'll check it out. There we go. And Ted Davies Artistry says, thanks, Brian, for all you do. Thanks again, kids. Enjoy your day. Ted, thank you, brother. You're in the trenches with us all. You're making the rising tide happen. So thank you, brother. We'll see you later tonight, Ted. And yesterday, the Everyday is Saturday Facebook group just made 1,000 members. Congratulations, Bill. If you want to see the best classic Saturday morning cartoons, commercials, PSAs, public service announcements for you non-industry people, and of course, Schoolhouse Rock, send your invite to join in on the fun with Bill Sarden there. Definitely check that out, and check out the artwork of Bill Sarden, where everything old is new again. And there we go. I'm still on Amazon. Who knew? And there we go. Clyde Hall has Rising Tide Publications, and thank you very much, Clyde. I appreciate that. And I just now noticed your avatar there. Carl Kolchak spoken here. And there we go. And Gospel Jake Lindsay says, I'm no kid. I'm a full-grown man-child. Well, there you go. Yeah, but I'm like about 40 times your age, and I'm still a kid at heart. So there. And later, GR Ted says Carl Witzman. And Cindy Kep, you might even find something there. You will find something glorious there at Cindy Kep's page on Amazon. Check out her work. Animal Eye, Condemned Courier, and in fact, we're already behind, so what the heck? Let's share the love this morning. All right, here is why you should be checking out Amazon for Cindy Kep.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
And I don't know why I cut off the opening. Cindy will rerun that at the end of the show, okay? But anyway, please check out the work of Cindy Kep. She is an amazing author, and we love her dearly. And OMG, says Joe Dog McKeel. That means OMG is going to show up. I just found the SD card with stories I was working on from 6 years ago. May take me a few days to go over them all. I have been working on endings in my head now to combine the two. That's beautiful, man. I love little finds like that, don't you? I hope to see some good stuff from you, Joe Dog. I know we will. Cindy kept dropping to the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7 p.m. Central. It's 8 p.m. Eastern for great fun and wonderful info and the charming and delightful Nick Tockert. He can do both at once. And thanks for the comment, Phil. Thank you for sharing your work with us. And spectacular, Joe Dog. That's like an early Christmas gift. Seriously, it is. And I'm a verb. I've made it. Yes, you too could be. You could be Carl Witzman. You could be Carl Witzman every time you start your podcast and you do. All right, so definitely you now know what a Carl Witzman is, and if you have to leave the room in the middle of the have to leave the broadcast in the middle of it to relieve yourself, you're doing an Amy Hill. We are all going to become verbs. There we go. We're going to become verbs before the end of the morning. Is it morning? Not. In where I'm at, McKayla, I've got another 15 minutes and I'm out of it. Okay. Anyway, it sounds like you are too. Anyway, McKayla, love you. Wow, thank you for my graphic this morning. That was the Jade Cave and a picture from there and me and her enjoying my full 65 inches. Anyway, good morning, Michaela says, a very cheerful Carl Witzman from YouTube. And gospel magician Jake Lindsay says, I have 2 pies left, not that pie, Christian. Yeah, Christian. Shut up, Christian. Anyway, Bill Sargent says, I just read another wonderfully morally uplifting newsletter from Cindy Kep a couple days ago. I highly recommend that everyone sign up for her monthly newsletter at ckoepp.com. Definitely check it out. And, the thing is, I don't know that morally uplifting is going to get her any new subscribers. Maybe I should write her copy because I'm willing to lie. Look at the dark side of Game Lit. Look at the seedy underbelly of fantasy. Look for the sexy, sexy writings of Cindy Kep. All right, there we go, Cindy. I've done my part. You can use that audio, and you'll probably be shooting way past my subscriber list in no time now. You got to know what the people want. Anyway, Joe Dog McKeel says, Joe Dog has been known to be a swear word. Yeah, mine's like the old, there's a reason why when you get emails from me, I generally sign my name with an exclamation point. It's like the old joke that growing up, I thought my first name was Damn It. Anyway, prepare for Plugception. I am plugging St. Nick's Creators Christmas Mall, the Facebook group set up for independent creators to share their work so other creators can shop small this Christmas time. Plus, we feature a lot of gospel magician Jake Lindsay's magic videos for free. Hey, Nick, put a link in on the Rising Tide page, please, and feel free to do that every few days. Let's get some more people in front of that, all right? And Sarah says, hey, Michaela, yeah, it's morning. The blinding glowing ball of fire in the sky is up. It's looking kind of overcast here in Indiana. You'd like Indiana a lot better, Sarah. And plowing, BKM, drink. Almost out. Yep, almost revealed the graphic on the other side. We can't have that. And Patreon, says Cindy Kep, is a great way to connect with your favorite artistic sorts, including Brian K. Morris, S.L. Rowland, Stephen Landry, the Historical Fencing Guild, Bobby Nash, Frozen Creek Studios, and the League of Impossibilists. Yes, definitely check out Patreon. I've been a little remiss lately. Been a lot of real life distractions, unfortunately. But we have a lot of stuff on there, and we're going to do something kind of nice in December for our $10 subscribers. Because we haven't gotten our PDFs up yet. I haven't gotten them quite the way I want them. I've got a specific format in mind. And but we're working on it. We are working on it. $10 will get you when we get it done. We'll get you downloads of our books. That's what we're working on now. But anyway, we're going to have something to make up for your faith and our inability to get everything done. Anyway, and don't forget to tip your host. Thank you for that. Let me get that banner up here. And to remind people that if you like what you see in here, please consider leaving a tip at paypal.me/risingtidebkm. All contributions will be privately and gratefully acknowledged. So if you like the look and sound of the show, but think we can do better with a little bit of tech or something or training, drop us a tip. Plus, it's a good attaboy. It does cheer us up. And anyway, hashtag bring Cookie home. Thank you, Cindy Kip. Hashtag bring Cindy home and keep her there, right? And Carlene agrees with me. HoloCon was great. It was great. I think it was a game changer, not just a name changer, but a game changer for virtual cons. And I am still looking at doing a short one in January. Where we kind of celebrate positivity and rising tide. I haven't really formalized it yet, but I do want to put one on. I do want to put something on for myself and for all of you guys and gals. And HoloCon was a good example. I don't think I'm going to do 49 hours of consecutive broadcasting, and Cookie will most certainly agree I'm not doing it. But no, check out HoloCon. It's the videos are still up on YouTube, and it's good stuff. And McKayla Jade says, Carl, Sarah, I love you, but shush, I stayed up late doing edits. There we go. So you can't yell at her, everyone. You can't yell at her. And Carl cheerfully chuckles at her because she was working. And Animal Eye, the comic miniseries, is moving forward. Excellent, Cindy. I'm glad to hear that you are doing such a good job on that. And fun, McKayla, love you too. And shushing. You know you won't, Sarah. We love you. We love when you comment. And at some time during HoloCon, someone must have said, "Who Joe dogged this up?" Says Carl Westman. Who Joe dogged this up? Anyway, back to not singing. Gospel magician Jake Lindsay says, "Hey Sarah, if you want at next non-con, I'll do a private show for you, Brian, Amy, and whoever wants to see it." Yeah, I got a little private show from Jake, and it was really good. He's really talented. So yeah, Sarah, we'd love it if you could make it over to Ohio for non-con next year. That was a good time. I had fun. And Carl Westman says it's good to have a co-host who will harass you while you're broadcasting. I have someone who will harass me, but she won't go on screen with me. Cindy Cap says if you want a copy of Condemned Career for under $3.50, which is a bargain, go to Cindy Cap's page on Amazon. You see a short link there. Check it out. Check out her work. And there she is, my darling, Anna Maria Salvaggio. Good morning, Brian K. Morris. Mwah, hugs and kisses, everyone. Anna Maria, so good to see you. Saw your message on Patreon yesterday. Check out Anna Maria Salvaggio on Patreon. Renmelian. I've been practicing that. It flows so sweetly over the tongue. Anyway, Anna Maria is a wonderful lady, really talented lady, and she's got a lot to offer on her Patreon page too. So check it out. And happy day after Butt Bread Day. Not to be confused with Buttbeard. Anyway, but yeah, today is leftover day, and I couldn't be happier. I hope you all are enjoying a long weekend. Hope you're staying out of the madness that is the retail environment today. And if you need a resource for excellent info on how to make various weapons, go. You need the Simple Sword. And it's a great book by Nicholas Tockert on Amazon. Please check it out. Plus, Nick Tockert has a Patreon page, and your support is more than welcome because he does a lot of instructional videos. That is a great resource for writers and artists. And he does the Historical Fencing Guild's a great broadcast. It really is. And it is so Nick. It is so gloriously Nick. So please check it out tonight at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central on the Historical Fencing Guild. And please, even $1 a month is a great attaboy for Nick. I am a Patreon supporter, and I'm a Patreon supporter of Anna Maria Salvaggio. And just $1 goes a long way on Patreon. It really does. Rick Bradley, released early due to high demand. Stormgate Press, Pulp Reality #1 will take you from the depths of the ocean to the far, far reaches of space. You can get your physical copy right now, paperback on Amazon. Go to that Pulp Real 01 bit.ly address there and get you some pulpy goodness. Cindy Cap, the original Skyman, battles the Master of Steam because the bad guys always need a slug to the mug. You are so right. Definitely pick it up if you want some holiday cheering up. This is the book that's going to do it to you. If you love Indiana Jones, Sky Captain, the Rocketeer, you're going to love Skyman. I am so proud of that book. Thank you, Cindy Kep, for that promotion there. And here we go. Sarah says, BKM, hey, that's me. Do you also include shows you're in on your YouTube page? I hope so. If not, it would be great if you started doing that. Yes, I have a playlist on my page I think it's called Guest Appearances, where my various online appearances, if I can link to it from my Facebook or my YouTube page, check it out. My YouTube page is still growing, I'm glad to say, and we are over 400, just over 400 subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far. We hope everyone will take the plunge, because we're going to be doing some original content soon that we're still tweaking, still writing, trying to make it as good as we can before we put it online and see how many mistakes we make, just like this show, which I keep saying is the blooper reel for everything. But anyway, we are so looking forward to doing some fresh content for you guys, and it's stuff that's not going to premiere on Facebook. We will be doing some YouTube only stuff that might get shared onto Facebook, but we're also going to be doing some videos for Patreon too. So I may start doing a monthly video there. I might even start down the road, do a special show there. I just realized I can do that. So anyway, we're gonna yeah, Carl, I'm getting ambitious. Try and stop me. Anyway, Carleen is poking at Carl, going, harass, harass, harass. Uh-oh, the harassment begins. And Sarah is poking Carl, too, just because it sounds fun to harass Carl. No other reason, as opposed to, like, Christian, which would be pagan. Anyway, Syndicate Turkey Day was a lovely, low-key kind of day. There was good food for me, Ma, and Pa. I hope yours was fabulous. Ours was amazing. It was me and Cookie and the demolishment of half a rack of baby back ribs, along with some homemade sides, and just a general good day. And then last night we wanted something different, so we had shrimp for dinner. I made because Cookie is also allergic to tomatoes, I made a special cocktail sauce for us both that she could eat and she enjoyed. I made it with what's called banana sauce, which is a Philippine version of ketchup. Dates back to World War II, when they couldn't get regular shipments of tomatoes from the United States. So they figured out a way to to mash up bananas, and it's a little more gelatinous than like Heinz or any American ketchups, and it is a sweeter taste, but it is remarkable how close to real ketchup it is. And so we keep it around the house constantly, so Cookie can have dishes that would otherwise require tomato. And so last night I made a cocktail sauce made of the banana water, thinned down banana sauce, along with several drops of a couple kinds of hot sauces we had in the house. So that turned out well. So anyway, yeah, Turkey Day was more like a ribs and shrimp day for us, and that's not a complaint. And Carl Witzman assumes the position and says, "Poke away, gals." And GFI, Dark Mistress. Yeah, go for it. Have at it. Carleen will be taking a video. And Grant Laggard says, excuse me, if you cancels like my Beowulf page during the show, now I'm getting really close to 150. Who will be number 150? The race begins now. Go to Monarch Publishing Beowulf on Facebook, and please give Grant Laggard's page a like. We're glad we hope we're helping. Don't cancel your like of that page. It's worth keeping an eye on. Oh darn, out of break, y'all have fun and check out Bill Arden's artwork for vintage cartooniness at Sardarn 76 Syndicate. Mwah. Thank you for being here, darling. We love you. Thank you for your great newsletter. I plan to open mine later today. And check it out. Go to ckoepp.com and sign up for her free monthly newsletter. She is amazing. And check out her work on Amazon, because she's a great writer and a good person. And Rick Bradley says, are you a fan of Lovecraftian horror? Ancient evils that are waiting in the wings to consume your very sanity? Then order the introduction to Rick Bradley's Eden Falls trilogy, Marvin's Night Out, right now on Amazon in paperback and digital formats. Hope that's doing well for you, man. Check that book out. He is a fantastic writer. And let's see, here we go. Edward Price asks, when does WHO WEF The Great Reset coming out? Completely confused. Don't know. When does that come out? Who has that project? Promote it. Edward, if it's you, put in a link. Good to have you here, Edward. Hope your morning's going well. Rick Bradley says, besides being thankful for my family, I'm thankful for the people here that have given my stories a chance. Published 4 times this year, and if you had told me this would have happened, I would not have believed you. Well, dude, I am so proud of your progress this year. 2020 has been yours to command, and it makes me happy. And I think it should give people a lot of hope that 2020 doesn't have to be remembered for this as he speaks slowly. Doesn't have to be remembered for this. All right. Life is as good or as bad as we choose to make it. And if you want to have a raging dumpster fire in the middle of a flood, you can do that. You're a free person. You have the will and the ability to make it so. But anyway, if you choose to make yours a little bit happier, it might just be happier. Who knows? Maybe I don't know if I'm saying anything that anybody can agree with. Oh, wait a minute. We have the Krypton contingent here saying I might be onto something. And the Dark Knight agrees. The Dark Knight agrees completely. In fact, several times. Of course, we're onto something here. And we were hearing from the medical community. Now the doctor agrees with me. And yep, it is true. And yeah, in fact, I think you should all be working on your 2020 so much that if you've got a little over 1 month to go, you can make it so happy that you're saying, yeah, right. Anyway, I haven't unveiled all those for a while, so I decided to do that. Anyway, thank you, Rick Bradley, for your statement there. McKayla Jade says, it's a tradition in our house. The day after Turkey Day, we put up the tree and decorations. I came downstairs this AM, and Andy was already bringing boxes up from the basement. That is fantastic. And same at the Sarah household. Very cool. Love seeing that. And essential oils for pain, clove oil. Okay. Clove oil. Thank you, Edward. I will write that down. That might be helpful for my honey. I appreciate that. Clove oil. I like the smell of clove. I really do. My grandmother, the one thing she could cook was ham. And we always had ham with little pineapple rings and a little brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon maybe, and cloves stuck in that thing. The aroma, and I used to chew the clove gum. I used to love that stuff. I don't think Cookie's that fond of it, but Edward, it's good to have you here. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you. And I meant to say a few kind souls have liked my Beowulf page during the broadcast. Voice to text problems again. Sorry. I'm home now, so I could just type Grant Lankert. That might be advisable. Although I am coming up with ideas for your horror anthology. And who is this guy? Says Pops Van Zandt. Who is this guy? This is Pops Van Zandt. He's a good friend of mine. He's a little wacky, but I love him because we all need a little more wacky in our lives. And he is the host of this thing called CromCon. Have you heard of it? Why, it turns out you have. CromCon, number 9, December 5th, trying to lock this guy into a spot. I am unlockable. Dude, you can't put me and baby. You can't put us in a corner. We'll talk. We'll talk this weekend. How's that sound? And Nick T on Stupid O'Clock. Holy crap, says Carl Witzman. That's right. You heard it here. I'm excited by that. And there we go. The Facebook group announcement. Sign up there if you want to come out. Well, if you want to show up on CromCon, I'm not sure CromCon is the place to come out. You know what I'm saying? But if that's where you want to do it, who am I to tell you no? It's your life. Anyway, but we support you. We're an ally. Anyway, John B. Pica, Xarelto, and Eliquis are the best and safest blood thinners on the market. Warfarin and so many others are 50-plus-year-old and very risky. Talk to your doctor about this and take care of yourself, my friend. Yeah, definitely don't be taking anything like blood thinner without medical supervision. All right, you got to take care of yourself because I need my Nevermorians. I'm telling you true. And anyway, Glenn B. Fleming, always a pleasure to say hello to you again. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And Maria Salvaggio, haven't watched Mandalorian yet. Waiting for the whole season to be up so we can binge the whole thing. I do that with Doctor Who. I don't have the cable anymore. I get so much more done. But when that new Doctor Who comes out on Blu-ray, man, I am there. I am so there. And we've got a pretty good Doctor Who collection. We binge every now and then. And that's the way I like to do it. I like to do it as a reward for getting stuff done. And Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay says, I got some leftover food. Gotta eat. Have a blessed day, my friends. Bless you, my brother. You have a great day. Good to see you as always, Jake Lindsay. Check out the Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay page on Facebook and give that page a like. Let's get this guy some following. And you too, Jake, says Sarah. Pops Van Zandt says the comments jump when Pops arrives. It's the Pops effect. That's why I've got 405 5 subscribers right now. And thank you, brother, for all you've done. Thank you for rubbing my subscriber list. Ooh, and making it grow. Anyway, hope everyone had a great day yesterday. Pops, I hope you did too. Hope you got to talk to your family. Hope everything was a splendid day. Hope it's a pleasantly memorable day this Thanksgiving for you, my friend. And thanks for being here, Brian. You rock. Glenn B. Fleming, you rock harder, brother. Seriously, you do. And I think I hear Cookie.
Yep.
How you doing?
Doing okay.
Did you get some help?
I'll tell you once you're off the air.
Uh-oh. That means I gotta get the pistol out and shoot her. She's got a bum leg. Anyway.
Sounds about right.
Love you, honey.
Love you.
Not bad news, I hope.
No, not bad news.
Okay, good. We get through the rest of the show. Thank you for your prayers and the good thoughts, people. I had the Nevermorians looking out for you. And she's passed out from the pain already. Anyway, Glenn, thank you, brother. I appreciate that so very much. I appreciate you and everything you do for comics history and creation. And man, check out Glenn B. Fleming on Amazon. You got to do that. I gotta get my Christmas list going, and his name's got to pop up on there. Anyway, gotta jump for a business. Anne Marie Salvaggio, belated birthday drop off en route, so I'll be away from the keyboard. So by the time you reach my hello, I'll be gone. What else is new, right? That's how this show works. And rolling on the floor, mocking me with her laughter. Big love to all. Enjoy your weekend. I'll text you later, Brian. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. Back at you, Anna Maria. Have fun on your gadabout there, and we will talk. I love talking to you, darling. And thank you again for the stream. Thank you, darling, for all you do. And we got to promote you a bit more. And Edward Price, the 3D guy, and says, no, fifth dimension, LOL dummies. Okay. Says Joe Dog McKeel. Hey, by the way, Joe Dog, thank you for that link yesterday, man. That's going to go. I got the one with the movie and TV. I was watching that yesterday, the movie and TV thing. That was so much fun. We're going to make that a secret link this month in the newsletter. So if you're wondering what Joe Dog and I are talking about, subscribe to my newsletter. Go to risingtide.pub. And right there, and sign up for my free monthly newsletter. It's free, just like the one at ckoepp.com, and it'll come out December 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we will have news and information, secret links, and one of which will be the die cut racing thing. Oh my God, that's genius! That was so much fun. And anyway, sign up. We're going to have a bunch of stuff. We'll be assembling the newsletter over the weekend, and it will go out, like I said, I think it's Tuesday, and you'll find out what's going on with the new cup and other stuff happening with Rising Tide Publications. We got some good stuff coming up. I think you'll be excited. And wonder how many cotton trees died to print y'all money. Not enough. In my case, roll up your sleeve, nanotech money. That's right. Let's get that Mark of the Beast thing going. Let's get our injections so that the government can put those impossible chips in us all. And that's the one thing I do. I think it is funny. I've seen people that say, "Oh, I don't want the government to put a chip in me because they can track me for everything I'm doing. In fact, I don't want anyone tracking me, and I'm going to spread the word. Hey, listen, everyone, no one can track me. You have one of these things? Guess what? There's a GPS inside, and it doesn't necessarily have to tell you it's on. Anyway, have a nice day. Anyway, now I'm sitting here with a huge needle in my arm donating plasma. Well, good for you, Rick. Good for you. I used to do apheresis myself long ago, and I really hope to get back into it again. Apheresis is plasma withdrawal, and actually it's donating whole blood is very useful. It is a great help to your community, but by the same token, if you do plasma, it can be used in research and actually goes about 8 times as far in a lot of places. And if you have antibodies from the COVID-19, you are really useful right now. Okay. And okay, spammer, says Carl Witzman. And hey, James Eric Hodson, how long has it been since I talked to you, brother? How you doing, man? What is up, BK? I'm very thankful, blessed, better than I deserve. Don't we all feel that way sometimes? Anyway, Eric, it's good to see you, man. The dreaded dinosaur, man, is in the house. I'm so glad to see you, man. Makes me happy. Anyway, check out the work of Eric Hodson. He is a great, great broadcaster. See him on Indie Volt all the time, and but not often enough. and also a very, very talented artist and writer. So please check out this man's work. James Eric Hodson, put in a link to your work if you would, please. I'm so glad to see you. And Netflix finally got the last 7 episodes of Supernatural on today. We will be watching those today, says Rick Bradley. I have still not seen a single episode of that, and I want to. I really need to catch up on that show. And Gospel Magician Jake Lindsay, I'm setting up the Christmas tree today. That sounds like a party. I'm going to probably be pulling out the our illuminated not Elmo, but Cookie Monster. We have a giant Cookie Monster Christmas display that we stick in the window every year. I love that thing. I saw that and I knew it had to be cookies. Anyway, James, thank you so much. There is that link to his webtoon page. Check out the Dreaded Dinosaur Man. You are going to enjoy it so much. He is such a fantastic artist. And by the way, Eric, I got to compliment you. I saw your colors on Luke Stone, the alternate cover for Luke Stone's Hybrids of Sons of Gods. Fantastic work, my friend. And of course, if you want the real thing, you go to erichodson.com. Check it out. And because you're a fan of the show, you don't even have to call him James. You can call him Eric. All right. He is already your friend. Anyway, thank you, Eric. It's good to see you, man. Hope your Thanksgiving. I really hope your Thanksgiving was a good one, man. I really do. And Joe Dog McKeel says Google says they don't track you. Well, how the heck can they tell you how long it will take to get through traffic backups on the freeway out in the middle of nowhere? That's right. That's right. So if you're feeling paranoid, folks, and you're looking at your phone, you have every reason to be. They are out to get you. Isn't that great? Anyway. Oh, aren't I the cheerful one this morning? Anyway, no, I am. I'm looking forward to getting some work done today. I've got to see a whole bunch of really cool people here. It was really seeing some people I haven't seen in a long time, and of course seeing my friends normally that are regulars of the show. We hope you all make a regular habit of this show. I really do. We have fun here, and thank you. That color job was fun. Yeah, that's the one thing I used to be good with Prisma markers as far as coloring goes, and I have a certain amount of knowledge of color theory. I can art direct like a mofo. I just can't execute the work, and I'd love to learn how to do flatting. And my wife won't let me. She says, you got enough to do and you're so far behind. Get writing. Oh, yes, dear. So anyway, but no, that was glorious work. You do fantastic work, Eric. You really do. And I'm so glad you're here, man. I hope to see you more often. Miss you. Anyway, yes, Brian, you should start the show. You've got 15 seasons to catch up on. Yeah, it's good to have something to look forward to. Hey, I finally caught up on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know, and it's that was one of those shows where it was kind of like the first 60 minutes of Firefly. The first 60 minutes of Firefly, I remember watching it on TV, and I wasn't very impressed. I think I tuned out. Now I'm a Joss Whedon fan. But I remember I liked the original film Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I watched the first 4 episodes of the regular TV series, and I'm like, well, this is okay, but fine. And then it was right after the time I stopped watching. Then finally it got weird. The show got weird, and I went back and watched it. I was hearing my friends talk about it, and they hooked me with the musical episode. I'm like, musical horror show? I'm like, okay, I gotta catch up. So I finally did catch up with it, and it was a great show. It was worth it, but holy cats. Yeah, I've got 15 seasons. I should get busy on that sometime, right? Anyway, what I do need to do is get busy. I need to check on my sweetheart, and I hope you all have a great weekend to look forward to. Hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, whether you're watching us live or you're watching us on the reruns. And thank you for making my 2020 rock this year. We have done okay in 2020. I don't think we've lost much ground. So anyway, and Rick Bradley says, yep, Buffy is still my favorite show ever. Very cool. And to everyone, take care and stay creative. You too, Rick Bradley. Have a great weekend, my friend. Thank you for donating your plasma. Seriously, it does help. But anyway, we had a great Thanksgiving, and it does remind us that we do have a lot, even with all the crap that's going on right now. There's a lot of things to be thankful for, not the least of which is each other. Okay? That you've got a place here that you can talk and share your opinions and your madness. And the madness is delightful. I couldn't ask for better madness ever. So anyway, we're gonna wind this down here. And great to see you, Brian. Talk soon. Looking forward to it, Glenn B. Fleming. Thank you for being here, my friend. We're international now. Glenn B. Fleming. He's from the the British Isles, and a great creative force. Please check out his work on Amazon, and do a search for that guy's name. You're going to see a lot of good material from that guy, Glenn B. Fleming. Thank you for being here, Glenn, as always. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate. I'm grateful to all of you. Like I said, there's many a time, you don't know how many times you all talked me off the ledge and you didn't know it. And I think it works that way a lot. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for your ongoing support. And we promise we're going to close out the year with more stuff. In 2021, you're going to see more good broadcasting from us, and we're going to bring some more people in to help out with it too. This weekend, you get a break from me. This is the only thing I'm broadcasting this weekend. But next week, oh cats, you're gonna get so sick of me. Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're gonna have our regular Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. Central. The usual fall to raw. And on Tuesday, and actually this week we're also gonna have a special episode on Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. T.L. Shively is launching her brand new book, and we're so excited. We'll have more details for it come Monday. And it's just going to be a fantastic event. I'm looking forward to my part of it. We love TL. She is our evil Lynn to my Orko. I love her dearly, and I love her family, and she has got a great book coming out. I'm looking forward to talking to you about it. And then Tuesday, we've got Clever Title Pending with the great writer, editor, and publisher, John C. Bruning. It's not a name you hear often on this program, but check us out Tuesday. And especially if you have ambition of publishing or getting published, or maybe turning your self-publishing into a regular publishing company, or editing, what have you, if it's creative, get your notebook ready. Get those notes ready to be taken, because John C. Bruning's going to have a lot of stuff to bring you. All right. And then Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a special post-release party, it sounds like, for Pulp Reality #1. Brand new publication from Stormgate Press. Charles F. Millhouse and I will be co-hosting the show, and we're going to have some of the people who have contributed to issue 1. Well, not just me, but also people like Rick Bradley, Christy, or anyway, Kelly Austin, excuse me, Candace Comalieri, and Clyde Hall, and Clayton Merwin, and other friends of the show. So please check us out Wednesday night at 8 p.m. of her very special Clever Title Pending. And then that's it. And who knows who other shows I'll pop in on. Maybe go harass Randy Zimmerman or Varian Grant on one of the Indie Volt shows. Check those out on indievolt.com, and we hope that you'll check us out Monday morning at 10 a.m. for another Nevermind the Furthermore. As always, I'm appreciative of all of you. I'm thankful for all of you. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we hope you will join us on Monday morning, and we hope you have a great weekend. We hope that you get a lot done. We hope that you get to spend some time with the people that love you and you love in return. And we'll see you then. So as always, folks, we close out the show wishing you a great weekend, a great Friday. Hope your leftovers are more delicious than ever. And as always, stay smart, stay safe. This world needs you. Wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome, because that's just what you are. Thank you, everybody, for watching Nevermind the Furthermore for November 27th, 2020. We're going to get through this next month together, friends. Anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday morning on a new Nevermind the Furthermore. Take care, everyone.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Thank you for tuning in to Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Publications and Brian K. Morris production. Member of the Comic Book Advocating Network and sponsored by GeekInsider.com. Become part of our show with sponsorship and advertising opportunities. For details, contact advertising@geekinsider.com or visit podcast.geekinsider.com. The Geek Insider podcast is available on your favorite app, so please hit the follow button and share it out to your friends. Because if you don't, you might have to turn in your geek card.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.